Good morning. It's Sunday morning. It's Mother's Day. And I'm still really my mind is going everywhere, so bear with me. I've been thinking about this grungy book. This binding is very interesting. So these threads are all from the signatures. And I think they put all the signatures together. Got them in here, and then you see these two cross pieces? That's just twisted jute, which was sewn above the threads of the signature to hold it in. I think that's awesome. And unfortunately, I don't think I really have a way that I can showcase that. I'm going to leave them in there, though, because they made it this far before I enabled the total demise of the book. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to leave these outer pages on. And then what I think I'm going to do is decoupage this whole thing across. It'll help seal that stuff in. I like this because, well, I don't actually care for this napkin in general, but I think it makes it look older, and it's off-white, so I like that. So one thing I want to do is kind of wet down these pages a little, because I'm sure they're very thirsty. To start with the Mod Podge. And I'm just going to get a coating. And probably I should do this. Right. Okay, I'm going to start with that. I don't think there's an easy way to do it. Ay. I'm trying not to get my sleeves in it. Okay, so now that page is wanting to curl up a little bit. I think it'll be okay. I think that's more the reaction to it being wet. There's a bubble in here, so let's... Sorry. Okay, I think that entirely covered that page. Almost. I'm going to really glob this in. So I'm trying to figure out what the backstory of this book is going to be. I'll tell you a couple things that I thought about. And I don't know why I always come back to this, but I want to say it's like a young girl's diary, and she's horse crazy. So like a lot of the pictures and everything is going to be like she cut out pictures of horses. But I also want it to have some age, and I don't really have. I think most of my horse pictures are, you know, colorful and modern. Most of what I have, so I'm not sure if I'm going to do that. It's just kind of something that I have in my head that I could do, or it could just be one part of it, you know. Have different sections for her interests. See, there's a bubble in here. Maybe I can saturate it from the top. It's probably what I should be doing is coating the top now. And I'm thinking maybe not fuss with it too much, because, you know, then things start ripping. Yeah, I think you know what time it is. It's time to let it dry. It's time to let it dry. It's time to let it dry. Now that looks almost like the inside cover, but I still have these flaps, and I may have to reinforce them a little bit. We'll see. Oh, I'm glad I put that down. Okay. Alrighty. So we're going to let that sit. There's nothing more I can do to it, even though I want to. So what now? Let's see. So what about if I I like this. I think that's old tape. That's pretty grungy. Okay. I'm not really sure how to make a matchbook. Oh, maybe it's like this. Let's see. And then you bring this down. This is my guess anyway. All right. One more little crease. So, see? I have a bird outside and he's doing an awful lot of talking. All right, I'm going to try and cut this off here. I think that's the start to a matchbook cover. And maybe I have to put a staple in here. You know, the matchbooks just always have staples, but they're also holding something. Maybe I could give it some paper. It'd be like its own journal. All right, let's do that. I do want to put some of the original pages back in. I like this. Blessings are upon the head of the just. Maybe I can find a page that ends with some space on it. Let's see. Doesn't look like they liked empty space. I'll use one of these. All right. Piece of this. I think that's probably enough. That's going to be okay. So now I want to find my stapler. And I'm going to staple it, and then that'll be how it works. guess I probably didn't need to do those extra folds, and that probably won't last in a journal. Yeah, I like that. Okay, let me find my handy dandy stapler. Okay. So, if I recall from back in the day, and I don't know, well, I'm going to put it this way. Probably made that, yeah, it's too long. Yeah. Okay, I'm going to ink this section up so that you can see where you need to pull it, I guess. Get this tape down though, glued down. Okay. Probably should have done that first. Yep. It's okay. Do the whole thing. Okay, let's see. That looks pretty good, huh? Alrighty. I made a matchbook, my very first one. Maybe I should kind of tatter the edge a little bit. Now, maybe it would be cool to put a few stamps in here that look older, I'm thinking. So let me see what I have. That's Martha Washington. Let's see who this is. Harding. I kind of like the color of these orange ones. That's Roosevelt. That's Eleanor Roosevelt. And I mean, I'm not getting too far into the whole, like, what era is this from? But I do want things that look older. And I'm thinking like this is going to be probably like the type of thing a girl would, a young child would collect when, you know, I'm assuming even ephemera is a luxury at some point. back in the day. It's funny, this paper does not want to glue. Oh, maybe I can find like an oldish looking picture. In my dictionary pages. I want to say this is probably from the almanac. And let me find a couple of stamps. All right, who's this? Jim Thorpe. Oh, I kind of like this. And that matches. So I want it down here though. Now I'm going to put it right in that one spot. All right, I have my first piece of ephemera for inside that journal. Just show you this quick too. See, it's drying pretty good. If I can just not mess with it. Have a great day.